the shadow of the standing stones, I feel the memory of the earth.
Where are you?
Voices rising from the ancient dark, calling fire into rebirth.
Yeah, but you've got it labeled the Round Table Chronicles.
The old ones speak.
We're here. We're on our channel.
No, this is the same.
Through in that carves the sacred lore. They lift the past into the present to guide the path we walk once more. Bringing the past to the present for a future forged in flame, where wisdom flows like rivers old and the stones recall our name, where creation stirs like thunder, where the universe draws near, and the awe of the wide and ancient sky cuts through doubt and fear.
Why does it say the Round Table Chronicles?
Every heartbeat is a promise carried forward from the stars. Every sunrise holds a secret hidden deep in who we are. I feel the strength of all before me, ancestor, mountain, storm, and sea. Their power rises in my spirit. Their knowledge walks with me. Bringing the past to the present for a future fierce and true, where the wisdom of the ages flows in me and flows in you, where the stones awaken power, where the sky reveals the whole, and the wonder of the endless cosmos sets the fire in the soul. Bringing the past to the present so the future learns to shine in the dawn of life's great mystery. The ancient strength is mine.
What is going on, everybody, man? You caught me. I was still spreading this out. I was remembering the old days when we were sitting here doing PR while we were also trying to...
And I don't think it shared the thumbnail for the video. Oh, we did. We
I
did.
just
Okay.
got us Facebook up and cooking. You're not using headphones, are you? No, you're
Having- You're having
I'm
echo?
hearing... Yeah, I'm hearing me a little bit, but that's okay. I just...
maybe-
I was trying to figure out if it was my end, so I said out loud, oh, it wasn't me. I don't know. No more.
Let me see the controls
okay.
and see if I can change that. Audio echo cancellation is on.
Yeah,
But I
it
don't-
is what it is.
I don't hear you repeated on my side.
That's good then. It's probably something in the echo cancellation thingy. I've noticed it before. It's not anybody's fault. What's up, Jay Quills? We did by the hair of our chinny chin chin.
I almost became religious after this. Ugh.
I almost told him to go to bed.
It's still early, still 10 to 2.
Still, yeah, 2 a.m. Still early. No, weirdo. Not unless you woke up at 10 p.m. Which I know you didn't. You've been up editing video all day.
Yeah. Okay, headphones. Sarah is asking, so I'm gonna look for some.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if this one's work, but I'm going to find out.
So that's how I do it. We get we get Sarah to say something.
Because I'm not in a mood to put the big ones because I'm going to get really hot with the big ones on. So let's see if this works.
Yeah, I nearly took off this little hoodie too for the same reason, but maybe we can look forward to that. I'll change hoodies during the episode, so stick around for
Okay, it only works on the left side, but that's fine.
fashion show. It only that's I usually take one out anyway, so I kind of can better judge. I don't know, volume of my voice, I guess.
The microphone is still the correct one, so I hope the sound is better this time. No longer is causing echo.
Portuguese time, is that what we call it, Jacqueline? Okay.
1:53. That's the
Hey, it
time
took
in
away
Portugal.
my ability to mess with the layout. You know, I was thinking, can't you send me a producer like link where I can like highlight chat and shit as well from my end?
If you
In-
put
in the
producer, I don't think you will be here.
Because it says it doesn't record it.
No, yeah, no, that's the attendant, but the producer, it's not on screen, I think. But we can try it.
Well, that stinks. Yeah, I was just thinking I could be helpful, like highlighting chat and shit, but not if I'm not visible. That would sort of take us backwards. Yeah, he has left the land mass that we all call home, gone back to the land of the Templars.
Yeah. So I believe you have some news for us. You finally
Me?
gone to that. Yeah.
Finally is one thing. Yeah, Tuesday, as I'm sure everybody in the chat here already knows, I'll be going down to Bottle Creek Mound site in, well, I forget exactly which town is nearest to it. I think Fairhope, but it's in the Tensas Delta down around Mobile near the Gulf of Mexico. And it's one of only two, I guess, his registered historical marker level, whatever you call it, National Historic Registry of mounds. It's one of only two in Alabama, which is sort of very sad and ironic, really, considering how many are here. you know. Anyhow, though, it is also connected very easily. I can pull up a map and we'll show you. We'll look at it here in a second. Quite primarily to the Alabama River, which would have taken it right up here to Tuscaloosa and Coosa's chiefdom, my area of research and interest. So there's several reasons I want to get down there, but it ticks off all the boxes for me. I've now gone to both of the mound sites. One of them very easy to get to. One of them, I think it was our buddy Mound Lore on X. It was one of the guys. Dave put up a post this morning saying I was going looking for some feedback from some folks he's interviewed, and Mound Lore responded to it, and he said he calls it playfully, like to himself, the Chaco Canyon of the Southeast because it's so hard to get to, so it's sort of like Chaco in the fact that it's just out there all by its lonesome in the middle of a delta there's no road, in, there's no path in. You kind of have to get in by boat. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do on Tuesday, finally, if all goes according to plan. And as we'll see, I will pull up my YouTube. I took a brief look at it yesterday to sort of start educating myself, and what we will see, let me get my typing hand free here, is that
I apologize. My very small cup, but
there's not a lot of great material. It seems that I can at least find on like YouTube, publicly available places on this place. So yeah, I'll be adding to that, I hope. Let's do a search for Bottle Creek Mound.
while you do that search, I'm just going to tell Sarah that I already looked everywhere, and I did look everywhere, and I can only add a second person as a producer that is not going to be recorded, or as audience that doesn't even come into the stream.
You better highlight her chat if you're going to talk, so the audience can see what you're talking about. Okay, so I can share YouTube anytime, and you can see the sort of amount of. In fact, I did a stream yesterday entitled it "Researching Bottle Creek," and I come up in the search results because there's just not that much out there. Here, let me share this. Share YouTube. See, check this, dude. So my search criteria is Bottle Creek Mound site, and you're at the top right here. This is the top, and there's Jason's show yesterday. Looking at, and I'm the last one. I'm also the last one. You'll notice there's just not.
I have to have that guy in the show. He looks an interesting guy.
Yeah. So anyway, there he is. That interesting guy you're looking at now. And he's the last of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos that come up on YouTube when I search Bottle Creek Mound site. One I have not looked at that. Well, the only one I think I haven't looked at. No, I haven't looked at these last 2. The Meat Trapper.
That one has some cool map.
Yeah, well, I've got a bunch of maps I'm going to share. Mound Lore actually gave me some that look like, from a flyer from when you go there. It's really cool maps, so we'll check those out. I didn't look at this dude, Bottle Creek Indian Mounds Backpack and Paddle, and he seems to be cooking eggs, so it might be at least good camera. 2 minutes.
We built a lighter that burns at 1.
No, it said 20 minutes.
I wonder if this light
there we go.
is actually real. It's so strong.
Oh no! Look at the goatee. That's
Oh.
All right, let's see what this is about.
Is the goatee that is straight or is him when it turns to the side?
Wow. Okay. Choices, man. I mean, but if you're gonna, why shave? All right. Here's a map.
The last time I did this, I did the red, but it's a little late in the day, so today we're going to do the blue. Now, normally, this is where we're at here at Lower Bryant Landing, and the Indian mounds are right here. Okay, so normally it's only about 5.6 miles to there. So we're gonna actually end up going this way and camping here. And the last time, obviously, I took this route and I came down this way. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get some hiking in. We'll paddle over here and do some hiking.
So I will pull you up the real map.
No, I want to see him hiking on the canoe.
Okay, let me share this one more place.
That's a video I want to see. A guy on a canoe trying to go for a hike on a trail.
Okay, so there, I got it sent. Yeah, is this episode 25? Cool. All right, so if I pull up the map here, my new tab, and we do Google Earth, and we take ourselves, share this tab instead. Okay, Bottle Creek Mound. Sit, Alabama, that'll work. Why not? Baldwin County Historical Landmark. That's Mound A. That'll do for us. Okay, so this is the map he was
That's
showing
where
you.
You had your ponytail catched
Do what?
on the picture.
Okay.
You had the ponytail.
It wasn't me. So the mound complex, there are 18 mounds here, basically right about in here. And yeah, so we'll get back to watching him, but I wanted you to see the real map so you could get an idea of kind of how in the middle of nowhere this fucking place is. So we will be most likely, my nephew is going actually weekend. He's going to dedicate time to checking for the best put in point, but he lives, let me see where we are. Yeah, so we're more than likely going to wind up putting in somewhere on the main river here, and heading up. You see the way that guy was putting it right here at Rice Creek, I think. But he's going to go scout tomorrow because we've got a little John boat with a outboard motor and a trolling motor on it, so we won't be kayaking in. Let's go back to Mr. YouTube now.
But is that wide enough for you to take a boat through there?
Yeah, it's a John boat. So it's only, I mean, again, about maybe a meter at most. It's not much wider than the middle of a canoe.
Oh, but it's flat underneath?
But it's flat.
Oh,
right.
okay.
It's like a canoe and a half, but it's flat.
Okay.
I'll show you a picture in a minute. He sent me
Two
a picture.
dudes and a dog in a canoe in a boat that is a canoe and a half.
I don't know that I'm taking Jacob. I'm not sure, simply because of the amount of time we'll be in the boat and his propensity to jump in the water and the amount of alligators. This is alligator country and, all that fun stuff. So, probably not. There will be a pistol, but it doesn't need to be used to save Jacob from being an alligator snack.
That reminds me of that time that Chuck Norris was bitten by a cobra snake. And after 24 hours of agonizing pain, the snake died.
And one time, Chuck Norris told a
Ooh,
woman
look at that.
To be quiet, and she did.
Okay. And we lost our audience. It's all females in there.
I know. That's why I used it, boss. Get the chat flowing, even if they're mad at me. At least
Damn, this guy paddles very
and they
fast.
know I'm joking. Yeah, he does. And I wish he was. Well, I guess it's cool he's going in winter, so we can see the. Look at the palms. Oh no, he's going to be one of these dudes. He's doing all kinds of creative shit, isn't he? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's awesome. I don't want to be negative because there's only like five. There's only like 5 videos available, so I'm just grateful that he's
the last mile and a half. Yeah, wind in my face, up current, brilliant, loved it. Had to call a little bit of an audible. The trees that I usually hang from when I come here, which are right here behind me. And what happened is I guess the water has just eroded the area over there. So I'll take you over there and show you.
No, I'm fast forwarding it. That's not just.
Yeah, I'd be hanging right over the water. I mean, I could do it, but it's it's kind of squirrely. But this is my view.
It's beautiful there.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pan around. This is the Two Rivers designated campsite right here. Plenty of places for tents. But I'm having to go back here and hang a hammock.
We now saw that he only has one canoe is alone. So he went all the way, put the camera, went back, and then came to film the shot. That's dedication.
It is. It is. It's a lot of work to do that. Yeah, I just carry it. It goes where I go. No setting up shots. That's a lot.
Oh, palm trees in there. Oh, you
palmettos. Yeah. They're saw palmettos.
So there it is.
Okay. I like his hammock
Got the wood on out with the hammock gear ASIM part with a new.
That's a pretty badass setup.
I would put it slightly higher because the gators can't stretch their neck up and bite his ass. But
yeah, but a simple fire will handle, wildlife. But that is a cool setup, man. I like tent hammocks. You don't really need a tent. Tents are hard and a lot of trouble, and hammocks are so much more comfortable. By hard, I meant, hard ground.
So anyway, I'll build a fire up at the main campsite because I don't think you are allowed to build one out here. Furthermore, I don't even know if you're allowed to hang your hammock out here, but I really don't have a choice. It's, it's 4:30 now.
Too late.
To get started. It's getting dark right now.
I seriously doubt it matters, man. This place is there ain't nobody coming.
With
What's
the
the
accommodation, depending on how it goes tonight, we'll see. I might do another night. I may pack it in.
Okay. Do we? I mean, I really am glad he's doing this to show me all this, but I would like to see a mound. Is what I'd like to see. I know how to start a
He's more
fire.
interested in showing survival than the mounds.
I think so, which is totally cool, and
Yeah, it is.
I love survival videos, but I want to see the mound.
Now we know why he has a goatee. There's no shops for him to buy razors in there.
Well, it makes more sense without the hat because it matches his hair, and so it kind of becomes a look. You know, I get it now, but with the hat on, it was confusing.
Is that one of those
Rope
trains
swing.
that you, yeah, to the gators?
To the gators, yeah.
Yeah, they're there with open mouths waiting for you.
It's Alabama, dude. I mean, they're going to be in the rivers. Just I mean, whatever. You know.
All right, on tonight's gourmet menu, we got pack of gourmets, all American.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to film any.
Let's see.
Mound.
I hope he goes to a mound. All right, come on, fella. Are you going to take a hike to a mound, or are you just going to show us your cooking? I mean, props to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but let's see.
Right here at Rice Creek, and we took the blue all the way down here, and we ended up here. So this morning, the idea is to go backtrack from here.
Okay,
down the
that was
blue.
it. Okay. All right, so this fella?
Pyramidal mounds. That one? By CF.
This
something?
fella's the same guy that did this one.
No, back.
So
To down, you have that one with the map.
yeah, I think this is just a guy that's just making content, like talking about it. He's not going or anything.
Oh, okay. It's not going there. Okay.
Right. But this guy did. I know this guy climbs a mound because I watched this one. So I'll show you this one just so you can see a little bit of video of one of the mounds. That's this guy.
If you use any of these 4 tools on your dog, we need to.
And let me also, while that's playing, I'm going to pull up these maps of the place, the actual, maps of the site. I need to go to my X. Where's my replies? I think. Probably my notifications. Yeah. I think. There. Yep. Okay. Let me share this with y'all. So here you have, an artist rendering, AI. There's the river dude was on. This would be the creek. Here you have the actual, mound layout. So this one here, the big platform, or, what remains of it here in the middle, this one is like 52 feet. And, of course, a total of 18 all the way across the site. Here, current record of sites in the Mound Island region. So this gives several other sites that are, you see this island. So right here up where you see the 1 and the 9, if I'm looking at this map right, is where the 18 mounds are. And so down below, and through this whole Tensal Delta, the bayou, are all these other little sites.
Oh, the bayou. I remember that from.
There's LiDAR of the.
What's the name of the band? It's a very long name.
Bayou?
Yeah.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah.
Yep. Can you believe I got that from just the word bayou, y'all? Can you believe that I got that from
Of course
just
you did.
connected?
Otherwise, I wouldn't say it.
Okay, so and here's the LiDAR of the place, and of course there's the big 62 mound and 52-foot mound in the middle. And it would seem, man, that most people, I'm guessing the trails go in from right here. It's what it would seem to me, because this other creek seems so small. But we'll take a look now real quick.
But again, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Always
Yeah, no,
on a
go.
river bend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, look at this. Look. All right. Let's do this. How do I navigate? That and that. And let's go back to here. Share this tab instead. All right. So in the river bend, but also dig this. So here you've got the Tensaw River, right? That's what all this is, in the Mobile River. They kind of split apart, and then in this little delta, you got the Mound Island. But right here, where the Tensaw and the middle, they come back together, right up here, and then, look, dude, like a golf ball, you know, drive away. It forms in with the Mobile, and then right here, boom, it breaks off into the Alabama River. Now, the Alabama River is what then runs all the way up, and right where Chief Tuscaloosa's territory met Chief Coosa's territory, right here. So you follow the river, and it brings you to here. And the highest northern, you know, considered northern navigable point of the river happens right where the Coosa and the Tallapoosa join, which is right here, right? And again, you got this island just like down there in that delta, right? You got Parker Island.
It is an island, yeah.
Yeah, there was Parker Island, dude. There's so much. The artifacts on this island are silly. I've never been personally, but I know people who've been over here and seen the stuff they pull and heard the stories. This island was just nothing but. But of course, you'll recognize from right here in this very region, man, you'll recognize the winged serpent, you know, and this island. But all of this is just the northernmost navigable point of the Alabama River, which ends right here. Attahachie, Tuscaloosa's territory, all of this and over, and then Coosa over here. So Bottle Creek would have obviously, I mean, from what I've read, they've found Michigan copper, I believe, at Bottle Creek. So obviously they traded everywhere. This quite naturally would have been a lot of contact, I believe, along this main waterway between these people, the one, you know, Chief Tuscaloosa and Coosa, the guys around here, and the folks down at Bottle Creek, because you just follow this river all the way down and boom, you hit Bottle Creek. Now, back to, we've got one video to look at where I think Homeboy will give us a look at the mound.
Meat trapper.
Meat trapper.
Doesn't sound legal to me.
It doesn't. That kind of sounds pretty bad right there. It's another name for a prostitute in Portugal, isn't it?
Changed. What I
Never
learned
heard it.
while the
Oh, look,
affairs
is
of
that a
man
barbecue?
are in a state of constant
No, that's
change.
a burr.
Things in nature are timeless.
But look at the size of that cypress.
Since
man.
these mountains
I don't know what music he's playing. I don't know. If that's
Yeah, he's gonna shut us down, so just keep him silent.
He only plays it here in the beginning.
Yeah, anyway, if you give him more volume, put him a little bit lower because it's extremely loud compared to our sound.
Okay, well, I gotta turn it back.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
better.
Okay.
Well, here we are at the put-in. It got cold last night, down in the 40s, which is unseasonably cold for this time of the year here.
Uh-oh, what'd I do, guys? Sorry, my bad.
This is Rice Creek Landing. You can see it's a small creek. This is where we'll start, and hopefully where we'll end
there.
up.
Yeah, I could put in there, I'm sure.
Look at the noise of the music
Yeah.
of the elements in there, of all the animals, the biosphere. I had to say 3
Yeah.
words, but I got there.
It's gonna be nice. Oh, that's so cool.
Okay, this right here is the entrance to Bayou Jessamine. This is the area that I was concerned about as far as obstructions and water level. You can see this is it's not very wide. The entrance is not very wide at all. It's maybe wide enough to get 3 canoes through at the most.
And before you ask, yes, we will have a chainsaw, we will have machetes, we will have paddles, and we will have a shallow water trolling motor.
Is the markers for the trail. As you can see, there's a lot of trees that have been blown down over the years. There are no markers to be found. Once I got past a certain point, there was simply no more markers to be seen. One other note is my Garmin eTrex 30 had an extremely difficult time locking up.
This was 11 years
if I had
ago
been
as well.
dependent upon a GPS, I would have paddled right past this little entrance. I would not have, because I couldn't get a lock. So don't be dependent upon a GPS. Bring a map, bring a compass, know how to use it, and just pay attention to your surroundings. Let's see what's on up ahead.
It's an otter. Look at the little thing.
My God, he's coming
cute.
for him.
So
This is going
cute.
to end so badly.
I would love to bring an otter back with me. If that Jacob's new swimming buddy.
Well, I really hope
He does.
that
He's so
came
dark,
out on
man.
video.
You know, and his eyes are so dark. He looks like a little otter when he's out there swimming. Oh, I sent you video of him swimming, haven't I?
Dear God, he's completely shaved.
Yeah, he is. Just shaved it this morning too. Come on, show us a mound. All right, he's there. He's there. I got it on fast forward too. That was a long shot of your boat, sir. Everybody's gonna be now. They're all gonna watch my videos of the place.
The thing
Taking
is,
every shot.
with all this vegetation, can we actually see anything? Because
No.
mountains
Having a
are
lot of
already
fun
hard
right
to
out
see
here.
without
But
vegetation.
one thing that has changed is there is now a trail that goes off in the right direction.
Well, I've seen him climb this one, and at 52 feet, straight up. I mean, it's not a large platform on top, so it's just up and then down, and it seems to stand out in the
Be
landscape.
a nice
but
walk through the
I don't know. We'll find out.
day. So let's
Tuesday.
get started.
I love the ferns. It's
Oh,
so
he's
gorgeous.
really through the middle of it. There's no ticks in there, apparently.
There will be some, but not as many as you
Over
think.
here,
Finally,
finally.
in a swamp.
What's amazing is just out of nowhere, you're just walking along through the palmetto woods, and then there's just this
Yeah, there
giant
it
hill
is.
that just comes up out of nowhere. It's covered with brush, covered with trees. This is Mound A, and it's 45 feet high. It's the highest mound in the complex.
Everything else I read said 52. Yeah, I mean, you can see the incline.
This
there.
is starting to get steep.
It's quite a little beast.
There's the top up there.
Yeah, man, that's a big one.
It really is interesting to come out here and take a look and realize that these mounds were built in the 1200s,
Yeah,
1300s,
looking through there, you can see.
and
that's quite a
that an
dialogue.
entire
It should be a
civilization was
beautiful
built
spot.
around this. When you start looking at how much earth had to be moved and had to be stacked up, and it all had to be done by hand, it just really boggles your mind of what those people were able to accomplish
One basket at a
using
time.
hand tools
Okay,
and baskets,
commentary.
basically.
So, there, we've seen one of the mounds, and you see
Like
where
I say,
I'll
it's-
be traversing myself off into come Tuesday.
And what all the different mounds,
Try to
what
add to
purposes
this
they
corpus
serve.
of footage available.
There's very little in the way of
publicly.
written record of
What I
interaction with
always
those people.
what I always asked to Jim when he was taking me to this type of sites, not in the swamp, is were there any trees? Right, because they use these top hills sometimes as signal hills, as long distance communication, which means there was no trees. So when they made this 45 feet tall, I wonder if there is another mound in the distance that is visible from the high point, but with all those trees, it's very hard to see.
It is. It is. If good LiDAR of the area would definitely be interesting to look at, man. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And do you remember? No, on that image, can you zoom in a little bit more on the river? We were discussing this on the last.
Oh, the lightning.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's.
What was the name for it?
They call it. It's like electricity going through. You said it through wood or for.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
the
The
pattern,
thing
I forget
is,
the name for it.
it's just like creation is fractal, so everything goes back to the same.
This is an interesting feature, though. They call it the T, but you notice how it looks like rivers flowing, right? But
Yeah.
you know, it all starts just right here, right? It's just all this flood water, and it makes its own little short ass river.
Yeah, and those are the teeny itsy bitsies that remain there when it's not flooded. Do they farm that area? Because it looks like it's farmed, which is strange for a swamp.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. You know, my nephew pointed that out. No, it's a swamp, dude. And you know, I mean, so I don't know what all that jazz.
It looks
is about.
farmed, yeah.
It does, but you know,
There is no
there's-
street view in there, I presume.
No, there's no streets. I mean, see, it's all
No, it's
the
trees.
same.
It's trees.
Right. It's all trees. It's all swamp. Cypress trees.
It's just an illusion that it looks like. Well, they must have done some cutting, but
Yeah, something. Whether it's, but see, look here. What is that? See,
some squares and that circle point.
you can
in
see
there.
right here where you're looking at the mound site. You can see where all this like green. That's like the saw palmettos and shit. I guess is where the land is coming up. And so when you look at this artist rendering, so see this bulbous mess right here, right?
Yeah.
Looks kind of like your square mess. When you look back over here at your artist rendering, where was that? That was X. Let me boop, boop. There. All right, share tab instead. And back one. Right? You see how now up here it's all like water, right? So it's making it look like was this geoengineering past just the mounds, right? Was this like Lower Manhattan, all land filled in and shaped? Because it sure looks like it, you know, when you look at it where you and I just were on the Google Earth right here. Share tab instead, right there. You know, it's just look at it, man. So I don't know, all very interesting. Just like, so again, you see this bulbous.
Yeah. Why is that there?
Same thing here. Why is it here? I mean,
Well, in
Ricardo.
there you can see the river fills
Right.
that at a certain point.
Right. But what is that? I mean, I have
Someone
no
cut
idea.
the trees in a circle.
A shot from a different time of year. I have no idea. It doesn't seem to make any sense. But look, man, there's a lot.
You
of
are on
things.
Google Earth.
Yeah, I'm on Google Earth. There's a
So
lot of
go
things.
to the same place, but change the date.
Change the date.
Yes, you have historical view, so you can go back in years and see other satellite photos of the same
Oh, I
place.
didn't know that. Okay, so for instance, I mean, you can see the same shit happening all through here. Okay, well, let's check that out. Where do I find date, dude?
It's on those buttons on the top. One of them is historical shots.
File, edit.
No,
view,
no.
add-
The symbols on the symbols.
Okay. Add place, add
What's the first one? You didn't.
data layers.
The first one. on the
Very
left.
first one. Show historical
Yeah,
imagery.
It's
Okay.
exactly the one that you didn't go to. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get our asses back here. Yeah, it's usually that way, right?
Oh, there's a lot of photos. That's the place.
So
At certain point, they will become black and white.
it's changed.
Yeah.
It's still there, but it's, you see right here?
Yeah.
It's something different there for sure. And
Yeah,
this
but the,
little
but the
bowl-
circle was already there in what year are we?
We're back
2019.
to 2019 now.
It was already there.
It's
Smaller.
still there. See, look, it's still there. 2019, November 2019. We're back to 2017. Still there.
Now it looks like
faintly.
a circle.
Yeah.
It's there, yeah, right there. Now
Yeah,
it looks
and
like
all
a
these
circle.
little, and look, all these little weird ass. Look, all of this is still here. All of it, dude. What is that?
I don't know. Go to the oldest one. You can press directly on the bar.
Directly on the bar.
Yeah, on the bar that has a time. The bar that has a time on the right. You can press.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's wild. There was definitely something going on, man. Like some sort of ancient, I don't know, agriculture or something. What, I mean, what is this?
Management of the trees, I don't know.
Okay, all the way back to 85, I guess. Let's see what happens. Oh. Yeah.
Very
right.
unfocused.
97. But can you still see, you can still see some of these anonymous fragments. Let's do 97. Oh, look. Look. There's rows of shit in there.
Yeah. No, well, they use the rows when they do management of the trees so that they pass.
Yeah, but this is the same spot. This isn't tree management. I mean, this is Mound Island. You know, here's your mounds. I mean, you don't just keep doing tree management and protected wildlife in a square over 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in 97.
97 still.
2005.
No, 2005. At least half of it.
2006.
Oh, and there's a patch there that has no vegetation.
That's wild.
Very green at this time. When is this? June. So it's more or less what you're going to find.
Yeah.
I wonder what's that dry patch in there that looks like yellow.
Over here.
No, to the right.
Oh, I
You
don't
see
know.
where it says Jug Lake? Yeah, that thing on the
There?
screen. I'm
By-
pointing as if you are seeing what I'm
Bayou
pointing at.
Jessamine.
Okay,
It
there's
just
no
looks like
trees
the
there.
water. It just looks like water. You see how this water up through here, this little chute,
Yeah.
is just muddy and swamping up back into here, and you can see some sort of water flow. Call it a creek, maybe. You know, something similar moving down through there.
This is
All right,
February.
this is wild. All right, I know what I want to do now that you've showed me this new toy. I wanna look at something, and then we'll move on.
Sure.
But what happens? Well, that's an odd little curvy feature. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. What happens here when we move ourselves with time? Okay. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one to show the rows in the swamp. Look. Sorry, y'all. I'm nerding out for a minute. I didn't know I could do this on Google Earth. So cool. So cool.
I like the black and white. The contrast is different.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, well, I will play with this on my own time now. Thank you for pointing that out to me. And lastly, let's finish this whole deal on this. Yeah, I already showed you all this. Okay, cool. So, yeah, man, that's the site. That's the 18 mounds that are piled up on the river out there in the Tinsaw Delta that I'm going to throw myself in a John boat and go see, go check it out, man. Do my thing, you know, get there and be objective and sit with the place for a bit and see what comes to me, see what happens. And hopefully record a good bit for you guys.
Okay, so go back just one image.
Yeah.
So you see the one furthest to the right, near the place of where the water was and now it isn't. They have a pontoon, like a piece of land going into the lake. That should be there still.
It is kind of right. It's right when you look at the what map were we on? Right. Okay. So right here, it's where mound N and L are. You see, and then wetlands, which when you jump back to where were we? Google. Come here, Google Earth. When you jump back to Google Earth, share this tab instead. Go back to the bayou. I was born on the bayou. That's the song you were fucking thinking of earlier, man. That's the song. See, I knew the band, and I didn't even know the song. Just said a word.
Oh, I was introduced to them.
That was impressive.
I was more than 30 years old by the time that
Okay.
I first time listened to
I
them.
love CCR, man. I do.
Yeah, it's great.
I didn't know that you were. So what we have here then, when you come here, is, all right, there's your point, right? There's your point. So this should be where mound N and L are, somewhere in here. Now, all of this is what you're going to call wetland or swamp, meaning basically it is water, right? But water levels have dropped enough that you've made this area delta, so it's just full of fucking trees, and it may be nearly walkable, but, you know, it's not land.
Oh, I've been neglecting the chat.
Which I don't know. That's my take on it, but I'm sure I'll have a very different take when I get down there.
So hi,
what's
Bill.
up, Bill? What's up, Tammy?
Hi,
What's
Tammy.
going on, guys? Sorry, we got off in our own little thing there, didn't we? Totally forgot about
We
the
forgot we're live. We're just
chat. Right? We're just sitting here going, "What is this weird shit?" But I mean, it's interesting, man. Now, see, if you look at it here, where I've got it pulled up, it does look like the water would have once flowed. But I see what you're saying. I can't wait to get there myself and see if it's land that I guess the water's... I mean, how are you going to tell me the water subsided that much in a few hundred years? I don't know. Another reason I'm going, bro. Figure it all out.
Oh, look who came in.
What's
Hi,
up,
Rick.
Lost America? I'll be barefoot, but I'll have a gator pistol.
You know who Lost America is, right?
That's Rick, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick, if you're bored and you want to come in, I'll send you a link. Just let me know.
Yeah, there you go. You can tell me what to expect. You haven't been, though, have you? I don't know if Rick's been. Not
Where?
many people have been, man. Not even, so our buddy Dave over at Dave's Multiverse, he did me a little favor because he'd interviewed Greg Little twice. And what is pulling up on my screen? He had, and so he just tagged him and asked him, you know, if he could point me towards some decent maps or whatever for Bottle Creek. And even he came back with, I haven't been to that site. So it's notoriously hard to get to. So yeah, what's going on, chat? I will try to enjoy myself. We're yeah, we're just gonna have fun. He's excited. Got another friend that might even be excited enough to go along with us. So we might have a little crew. I'm sure we'll have a blast and get some excellent footage because, as you have seen, there is a want of footage of this place. I even found the PBS documentary on the Alabama PBS channel, their documentary on the Mound Trail. And I was like, oh, this would be great. And it's like I don't know, a 2-hour series, right? And they've got like, I think literally, dude, it's like maybe 60 seconds on this site. It's like nothing. They didn't even have footage of the place. So I think there is a want of you know what I'm saying? I see a vacuum. I need to fill it with some footage.
The link is centric. So, tell us a little bit how is going your experience finding things within and without.
How was my experience with my show?
Yeah.
Let's see. Episode 11, I think I finally started kind of hitting understanding of doing it decently. Trying to, you know, be vulnerable and talk about the spiritual side of all of, you know, my story and my experience, along with all the material evidence. And I think I did a pretty solid job in 11 of doing that. And then 12, I went ahead and jumped headlong into challenging the narrative of how some of these things we call mountains around me are formed by you know, showcasing my own work and going to there and chopping all the video in. And I thought I did really good on that one as well. So then I took a break. I took a week. You know, like, quit while you're ahead, man. You got it figured out. So I took a break for a week and got back to it this week. And it's going good, man. I'm mainly trying to, right now, what I'm working on is just consistency. Being able to sort of sit down, you know, by yourself, or, you know, I had Logan join me this week. That was cool. Although that was kind of like being by myself. I couldn't get him to talk till the end, but it was really cool. I'm sitting there like an hour 07, and he finally starts telling stories, and I'm like, all right, let's good.
Well,
He did great though, and I'm sure he'll be back on more. But yeah, man. So right now it's about consistency with sitting down and figuring out how to just every day tell a piece of the story, but tell it the way it should be told, and honestly. And if not, just getting together and hang out with some of these great guys that, you know, are here hanging out with us now. Tammy and Sarah and Jacqueline and Bill and, you know, everybody just coming over and supporting me trying to get my shit out there. So that's how it's going in a nutshell.
just wanted you to promote it a little bit. So
You wanted me to
can they
promote it?
find
Here I am, just honestly like talking to you again. I keep forgetting You want me to promote it? Okay, go find me on what platforms am I on? I'm on YouTube, Rumble, newly, X, Facebook. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. No, yeah. Okay,
And
so you can catch me.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, and
Yeah.
X.
And what's the name?
Finding things within and without.
Okay.
I'm up to episode 15. I just finished. I'm doing 3 a week. It's a live stream. Yeah, and me hanging out, presenting evidence, both material and spiritual, of all the things that I have found within and without myself. Hence the title, Finding Things Within and Without. It's actually, it came from a Rumble series that I started back before I was really trying to produce content. I was just sharing, you know, my findings and some information and thoughts with some folks. And I started a little kind of video series. It was just me, you know, putting my thoughts out there. And Finding Things Within and Without just came to me when I was like, what do I call this video? It's, you know, so it's not evidence, but it's just me talking about it all. And that title came to me. And so when I started doing my own thing, I figured I'd bring that back.
Okay. So
Are we still waiting on Rick? You want me to keep talking?
No. I'm going to take you to a place called Monte Moro Novo.
Cool.
So this is a castle. Let's hide the people. It's a very old castle that was a Moorish place, so probably from the 670 AD, something like that. This is obviously on the highest point, so you can see the view from the place. Oh, is that a mound? Look there. And so there are some plants. This is the remains of the nucleus of the Moorish, the ancient Moorish castle. This is all the thing that survived. Yeah, they were doing excavations at that time. Some of the ruins. I find that I've seen something like this in somewhere in the desert in the Americas. Like, I can't remember what place I've seen this kind of image in documentaries, but it looks like it. But this one is bricks. It's not erosion by stone. Oh, and there, if I'm not mistaken, no, I am mistaken. I thought it was ghee, but it isn't. That is ghee. There's ghee there. So this is an
That's the
ancient
back of
dolmen.
the yeah.
So they went to the dolmen and said, "Ooh, people congregate here. So let's transform this into a Christian place."
It's so tacky looking, considering it was a dolmen. And I'm intrigued by all the big rocks lying around it that they couldn't get back up there. Huh?
They couldn't get back there. But they do have people coming to the church. They were waiting outside for it to open. Oh, it seems that this is moving too fast.
That's a big rock.
So this is another completely different place, which I don't know why it jumped to this image when it shouldn't, because I started from the beginning. But this is a very ancient place, and this stone here, that you can't get the scale because it's absolutely enormous, was on top of the dolmen. This is another dolmen nearby, right? And no one knows how it fell down from up there. They think it's from the earthquake, but it's too far away for me to believe it's from the earthquake. This is the actual dolmen that was closed. We couldn't get in. Of course I did, but let's not share that with anybody. And
Kind of shoddy looking enclosure they put up there, isn't it?
so this is messing all the images. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop this because it's messing the complete scene of this. This should be by order, 17, 18, 19, yeah. Why isn't it by order?
I don't know. It's not my present. Probably because it's yours. You don't do things orderly.
Yeah, maybe. So let's share again.
Be just like looking for order in my stuff, man.
Now it doesn't appear on the share screen. So let's try again. Third time.
What do you
Third
see?
time's a charm.
You seen how big he's gotten, dude?
Yeah. Share. Window. Yeah. Let's see if now it's working. Oh, there's Rick.
Greetings, Earthlings.
How are you?
Fresh off an expedition, it looks like. What's going on, dude?
You came from the Arctic or something?
Yeah, he did.
Actually, I've been shoring up the dam, kind of. We've had enough rain that my driveway is a mud slick, so I'm putting down gravel. Been doing that for hours, and now I need to rest.
Bless you. And it looks like that weather is only going to continue, at least here on my end. Are you all the same way for the next few days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of a break this weekend, then Monday it kicks back in, Monday night. But
Yeah, same.
so how you guys been?
Yeah, doing well. And you?
Staying busy.
Yeah. Well, I'm back in Portugal now. So.
My congratulations and condolences.
Yes. And it's 2:45 in here, so.
For how long? Well, you told me your bedtime was 4, so because you're a crazy
Yeah, it's
man.
fine. It's fine.
You're a crazy
At this
man.
time, it's like your body starts to be itself on drugs. So.
Yeah, dude, see, it's 9 p.m. over here, and I'm like, yeah, I don't do 4 a.m. anymore. Except that's when I wake up a lot of times.
Yeah, I'm usually seeing sunrises from the other end, but
Yeah, exactly. I like to get up with it, not go down with it anymore. That is.
used to do that a lot.
Yeah. It's weird how that shifts. 12 to 4 a.m. used to be my favorite hours.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
now it's just a pee break or two.
Yeah, damn right. That's exactly what it is. Why am I always waking up at 1 a.m.? Oh, yeah. Bathroom.
Yeah. So I'm here to rustle up enthusiasm for Roundtable Chronicle tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, Russell up away, man.
I have a presentation
Ooh.
that I prepared, I don't know, probably something over 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and presented at AAPS. But I'll add a few more slides to it with new information. So,
Yeah, very much looking
and that's
forward.
assuming I get enough time between now and when we start.
We will have. It sounds like an excellent show then, because, dude, would you lay off the props? Those
We
are
started-
artifacts and very hard to find driftwood. Stay.
And
That's
I was
old
saying, I knew it. He's Moses. The staff is turning into a snake. I see it move.
stuff. It's moving. Fucking dog. But Vincent, back to stay on point. Vincent is going to show us some of these very cool. Would you call them slides that he's been putting together on Pishka and many.
I call them
topics as well.
posters, but yeah.
Posters, yeah, I guess would be a good word. Visual aids would be another word for them.
And I had to convince him to put his signature on it
Yeah.
because it is artistic. It's amazing what it
no
is.
doubt. That's the first thing I asked him was, where are these from? And he was like, I made them using a program called Chat GPT. I'm like, okay, dude, so this is yours. You made this. And he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, he wasn't wanting to claim. I'm like, no, man, this is amazing. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get you to make some for me. Damn.
And a big spoiler, because our audiences are different. A big spoiler I got today, and Rick did too. I'm sure. The response from the museum that has the silkworms. How do you call it? Cocoons.
Silkworm cocoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they utterly refuse any testing because they consider it to be
Yeah.
destructive. And so he talked to the people
Yeah.
that do the testing, and they answer him that yes, it is destructive to a point, but if they have fragments,
Micro destructive.
yeah,
Yeah,
pieces
they
of
need
shell that-
like
30
micrograms.
micrograms.
I'm sorry, 8 micrograms or something
Yeah.
like that.
And so he's now asking if they have some fragments of it that can be tested.
Good night,
or-
Tammy.
Bye-bye, Tammy. Or that, or some non-invasive methods could be used to test it. But they
Well,
are not-
I don't know of any non-invasive to get DNA, which is what we really need.
yeah, exactly.
You can use some of the nucleic acids and get a pretty good idea, but you can't have definitive proof like you can with DNA.
Yeah. Well, but it's history repeated again, and Vince is.
Yeah.
This is probably the third or fourth different subject that he tries to get testing done,
Yep.
and it's foiled because museums have pieces,
Yeah.
but they don't want to know what they are.
Right. Or where they came from.
Exactly. Which is very weird to me because I thought the museum would be very much interested to know what they have in exhibition, but apparently that's not the case. Just
Well, certainly not the case with at least the Smithsonian, at least, and a few others.
So do we
But
get a teaser, Rick, on what the presentation's on?
Sure. It's
You
about,
don't have to.
I
Just for the
call it-
audience.
I call it Stone Fortresses. That was the presentation title when I did it in Michigan. And it started out as an article I wrote for Ancient American Magazine about stone forts and some of the criteria of where to look for said stone forts as an a priori prediction of, if you find these features, it's probably part of this network of forts. And then I described why I thought there was a network of forts and what the historical evidence for said network is. So that plus a few other, I'd have to say, maybe innovative research techniques, that kind of thing, will arrive at a conclusion or two. So that's it in a nutshell, but it's actually going to be like 35, 40 slides, 50 maybe. I don't remember.
I'm excited.
Lot.
Throw either the word stone or fort at me, and I'm in. But put them together, and I'm very excited. And I'm sure most of our audience is
Well,
the
this
same way,
this
man.
particular article that I wrote, I invited people to write back to the magazine if they had these features on a piece of land or could identify said features to me. And a guy wrote back, and it just so happened to be in my backyard.
Ooh.
So that's what the bulk of this particular presentation is about, how we got there. And since then, I've found a few more sites.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern.
Is it 7? No, it's 7 Central. 7 Central.
7
right,
Central,
Rick?
8 Eastern.
7 Central.
Tomorrow night, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, on the, hopefully this week on the Institute for Natural Philosophy's page. We did it on this page, Shaman and Philosopher, last week, because I couldn't, you were traveling, so I had to do it, and I only had access to so much. So yeah,
And
back.
I wasn't around. And I will have to do that again on the 30th, so
Got it.
try to earn my keep tomorrow night.
Okay.
Sounds like you're gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do the same next week. I'll head to Bottle Creek on Tuesday, and hopefully by next weekend have something put together for you guys.
Correct. This is the correct approach. Or as the new movie says, this is the way.
Yes, exactly. I think so. I saw it put. Somebody quoted. Just a quote I saw this week. It was, "The fact that nobody's coming to save you also insinuates that also means that nobody's coming to stop you," and so it's 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 kind of it's kind of the mentality I think we're sort of imbued with here. Is if they're not going to listen, they're not going to take it. But
much effort is asking for permission.
That's right. And we're just you don't have to ask permission for the story of your past. I mean, that's an inalienable right, at least in any world I want to live in.
Precisely. Anyway, guys, I didn't mean to interrupt or interject.
Thank you for coming by.
I did.
Yeah, man. Thanks for taking the time out of the weather preparation to come hang out with us. That's all we're doing. It's just we've actually not recorded one of these, man. And what's it been? It's been 2 weeks now or more.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Because of all the travel and just everything going on. So we just needed to get back together and get one on the books, and we're just hanging out.
Yeah. Just one
Well,
final
this weekend in my neighborhood has an event. That's what it is. It's called the Spirit of Old Vincennes, or Spirit of Vincennes. And it is colloquially known as the Rendezvous. It's a reenactment event for the Revolutionary War that took place right here.
Nice.
They have live fire, well, not with actual rounds, but with actual black powder and wadding, from everything from muskets and sidearms up to, I think, 6-pounders.
Boom.
So it gets loud.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
And fife and drum corps and a cavalry unit, or well, actually they're dragoons, but that's basically the same thing. And it's a pretty good show. They also have like other entertainers. There's a guy, Randy the Younger, I think is what he goes by, and he is the Colonial Conjurer. It's a magic show with with period tricks and sleight of hand stuff.
I do like the name.
Dude,
What's up, Rubate? What's the subject today? Today's subject is no subject. This is in-school suspension, ISS. We're not studying anything in particular today.
How does that differ
from any day? Well,
no, I was going to say from a house arrest, but
right, it's the same thing. We spent the first hour looking at Bottle Creek Mound site, Rue, which is down in next to the Gulf of America and Mexico, depending on what part of the world you live in, I guess. And I'm heading down there Tuesday to go check it out. It's a mound site that cannot be accessed by road. It has to be accessed by boat. So I'm going to do an aquatic adventure and go get some footage. So we educated ourselves on it. And now Rick has been plugging his most excellent presentation, which will be coming tomorrow night on the Roundtable Chronicles at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Also, Vincent will be doing an excellent presentation on some work he's been doing. So that'll be a fun show. Thank you for asking, Rue, and good to see you. Hope all is well in Australia, sir.
Thank you.
anyway, guys, it's been great.
Yeah.
I got to
Thank
go.
you,
I
Rick,
got
for
to
stopping
clean up
by.
after my.
Always
Get
a
some
pleasure.
sleep, get some
Bye-bye.
clean.
All right. Talk to you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Night.
Don't wash away.
I'll try not to.
So we're getting a lot of rain over here, Ricardo.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You know, Rick and I are a good many states apart, but still this weather pattern kind of all over the central U.S. is really all through just next week. It's rain every day, and we've kind of been in a drought. So it's putting some interesting certain environmental circumstances at play, that's for sure.
And I find it funny. We all have problems in logging out. So Rick just cut his camera and he thinks he's logged out.
There he goes.
There he is. Okay, now I think I organized the photos, so we can go back to it. Oh, what? Oh, okay, there we go. So the castle, the view, the Moorish palace that we'll see in further detail a little bit forward, an ancient well. This is the castle as the Templars rebuilt it.
How do you say it?
Monte Moro Novo. So it means the new largest mount, basically. But that's the name of the land. That's not the name of the castle, it's the name of the land.
Not surprising in the land of Templar mountain tunnel builder, secret keeper weirdos. That is your home country.
This is the entrance, and this is a plaque that says, "The history of this castle was remembered with gratitude by Portuguese of 1040 AD.
Okay, so
Remembered.
they made the plaque in 1040.
No. This plaque is written in modern Portuguese, so it wouldn't
Okay.
be from that time. It's just a plaque saying that around the 1040, something was talked or written about this castle, which
Good,
was
Rick. Glad to
already there.
Got it.
So the tower in the entrance. This is the first corridor that you find after going through the.
That's Portuguese, Rue. Rue was asking if that was Spanish.
Yeah, it's in Portugal. You see how they built. Apparently there's either, I don't know if this is lichens or is this strong iron content. At least in here it's strong iron content, I'm sure. But it's all
Looks
these
it, yeah.
dimples, all these dimples in the stone, you see?
I do.
It's like he has an additional layer.
It's very weird.
The small passages. These are the ruins of the ancient occupation by the Moors.
Is this an island or just it just juts out like a peninsula?
No, it's like at the top of a hill. It's right on the top of a hill.
Oh, that's not water in the background. Those are trees. Those are trees.
Those are trees, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
You'll see it better ahead.
Pay no attention to me.
So this is seen from another angle. So this is where we came in, under this tower. You remember to see the tower, right?
Yeah.
The corridor here. And this path goes for about 2.5 miles into a church. If you continue walking through this path, you go through the hills for about 2.5 miles. I think I have a photo of the church in the distance. These are, so apparently, you see this small thing here?
The little tiny alcove?
Yeah. Yeah, this was the synagogue. What I was showing you before.
Yeah. And what information they used to determine that? I'm sure I don't know. 1,600 meters long, 2 meters thick. This was one of the largest castle walls in the country. It had 4 doors, each protected by a tower. Today, only 3 remain. The village door, the door of ill-fated hour, what a name, and the angel's door, conveniently called the door of Evora. The 4th door could be found facing east towards the city of Evora. The wall was subjected to several renovations, namely during the reign of King D. Manuel, 16th century, and also in the year 1634, during which the walls were repaired. So that's all these layers. The fortification reinforced. It's also worth mentioning the works carried out in the 40s of the 20th century, which recovered almost in its entirety the northern side of the wall facing the city of Montemoro Novo.
Yeah, very good. So this is the synagogue that we're seeing.
Yeah, the little 3-foot wide synagogue. Okay, what information? How do they judge that? This is the ruin of what most likely would have. Okay, most.
They're only digging here for 40 years, okay?
Not even a declarative fact I'm starting with. Okay, what most likely would have been the synagogue of the Jewish quarter of Montemoro Novo at about 1 meter wide. Its outer walls hint at a building of considerable height. It is assumed that the nearest compartment to the village street would have been the women's gallery, who remained apart from the men during the religious ceremony. The widest room would be the prayer room. In the middle, we would find the bima, an elevated platform, usually made out of wood and set on a masonry base where scripture... Okay, so every bit of this is assumed, most likely,
Perhaps.
could have been, and hints at.
Yes.
Okay. Very informative. 40 years of work and gave us hints.
Oh, this one was
most
more
likely.
focused, but that's what they're talking about, the platform in the middle.
Yeah. But that's the width of the whole thing they're calling a synagogue.
Yeah. So this is, we've seen this before, another tower. This is what remains from the ancient Moorish palace that we see here in this image. That's what it would look like on this edge of the hill.
Yeah.
And you can see here.
As the name implies, this was the official residence of the Al-Qaid of the village. The courts of 1477, 1481 through 82, and 1495 were held here. It has also housed monarchs when they were passing through Montemoro Novo during their travels with the king Denis.
Don Denis.
Don Denis?
Don Denis.
Don Denis.
Like Don de Luise.
Sure.
It's the same thing.
Don Denis. Gotcha. Dom DeLuise. Dom Denis present in the council, which took place here in 1288. You know, I've met him. The Pope was asked permission, not Dom Denis, Dom DeLuise, for the withdrawal of a portion of the income of several churches in the kingdom to found the General Studios, which would later on give rise to the University of Coimbra in Coimbra in 1492. Isn't that when Columbus sailed the ocean blue, or is that wrong? The courts which discussed the first sea expedition to India, proposed by King Dommanuel the First, also took place in the palace of the Alcaide. The voyage. That sounds Arabic.
Everything that starts with an A and an L is Arabic.
Alcaide. Oh, that would make sense then. This voyage would be set out by Vasco da Gama.
I'll give you an example. There is a place where we go through when you're coming from Lisbon to here to the property that now is called Alverca. The original name was Albica. So they changed it, but they still maintain the A and the L. So this is the view. From there, you see, this is what they would see from that window.
Anyway, yeah, I met Dom DeLuise in a bar in New York.
You did?
I was sitting at Joe Allen's, and I was up at the bar. I was like the actor bar on Broadway, and we were just sitting there having a beer. It's actually when we were visiting. My buddy was auditioning at Juilliard before I even moved there. And we sat at the bar, and this dude just comes up to us, big old fat dude, and he just, hey, you guys actors? You know, in that Dom DeLuise accent. He's trying to be. Two actors. Let me buy you a drink. Swear to God. Bought us a drink. He was there. He said, well, that's wife. And, went back to his table.
So this is right at the edge of the hill. So this is where people sit down, their husbands or wives, when they, let me just swing you a little bit, because see if they jump down. Okay, now we came to that anta that shouldn't be here, because this photo is supposed to be on the other folder, but it's on this folder. But we can talk about it here.
There's the rock, they couldn't put back.
This is one of the rocks from the top, where now is that ridiculous ceiling. And you can see that vegetation couldn't care less.
Right, the plaster is coming on.
As long as there's a little bit of dirt on there, I'll grow. So this is the stone that used to be on the ceiling.
That
they could
the
do it
ancients could do it, but
yeah,
modern folks couldn't manage to get it back there. Isn't that interesting? So they threw some plaster and paint up.
Yeah. So now I have to change from this folder to another folder to show you the actual big dolmen that we went to visit, which starts with exactly with the dolmen that we were seeing. So I missed those photos. There's Guy taking a picture of it. Oh, there is.
You're not sharing.
I'm not sharing.
Not sharing.
No, I am. I'm not as pro as you on this.
You're fine. I'm not even pro shit.
So all
I'm so sloppy.
All these stones are pieces that they either broke or had fallen down. These are the tendons of the church.
I see.
They're resting. So we call this.
Love some
you
shade.
See this here, we call it a chaparro.
Call that picture the value of a tree.
Yeah. So on the shade.
Yep.
And that one is asking, is that space for one more?
Right. The heat's brutal. Move over.
There you have Guy again on the other side. So this is the gigantic stone that we'll see on scale in a bit. The blocked entrance that I talked about before. This is what it's called. It's called the Anta Grande do Zambujeiro, which means the big dolmen of Zambujeiro. That's what it means. I don't know if you can read it.
Sure. Megalithic monument, most likely built in the second half of the 4th millennium, about 3200 BC, in the late Neolithic. The Anta Grande de Zambujeiro was used as a necropolis during almost the entire 3rd millennia BCE. It is a large monument with burial chamber and corridor, both almost completely covered by a solid tomb structure. Throughout its first phase of use, the dead were accompanied by simple offerings, small flint instruments, and polished stone axes. Over a fallen chamber, orthostat.
That's English.
orthostat or
Yeah.
supporting stone, a second phase of occupation. I just couldn't see it. That took place, thank you, presenting a remarkable set, including engraved schists, plates placed on the chest of the dead. We do not know the number of funeral depositions of the first phase, but in the second, the number of dead with schist plates engraved on the chest exceeded 100. In Portugal, this megalithic monument is one of the most notable manifestations of the funerary practices of our oldest peasant societies.
And in here you can see the shape of it somewhere. Where is it? It's here.
Oh, wow.
That's the stone they couldn't move. You see the size of it.
I do.
It was right. It was right here on top of this. So
5,000 years ago.
yeah. So this is backwards, but it's the root. The root is made by there is a how you call a place that raises cows?
A ranch?
Well, they milk the cows, so you
A
pass
dairy?
right a dairy. You pass right through the place where they have the cows to be prepared to be milked,
Dairy.
and then poor Phil, that is from England, not used to heat. This was about 45 degrees, which is about 115 or something like that, with no shade. They were
Oh,
dying.
shit.
He and his wife were dying.
Yeah, it would be too.
And there he is. Look how red he is.
He's going to huddle with the cows under the tree.
Yeah, this doesn't look like too big, right? Until you get to that point in there. Took several angles
Those
of
are
it.
big
Yeah.
rocks. Yeah.
This is the other stone that we saw before. It's enormous and thick. Extraordinarily thick.
Yeah, it looks like a foot or so at this end.
Yeah. There's Guy. He just broke the stone. Don't tell anybody.
See that. Gee, lose some weight, bro.
This is the view from the top of it, from this side. So
Oh.
I could climb into there. This is what we could see from the top inside. But you don't get the scale of the size of these stones until I actually go inside of this circle. So this is the place
Wow.
where they say there were 100 people buried. Do you believe that?
I mean, over a very long period of time, or if they dismembered them, maybe.
I have no
Yeah?
idea. So
You could pile the bones of 100 people in there.
So this is the opposite side of the entrance that you were seeing, right? It's a much higher place, and you go on top of the stones, and this is how you see it from the other side.
So cool.
This is from the side, you see the entrance, the stones, the capstone that used to be in here, and there's another one in here. There was the second capstone.
Look at how big that stone is compared to that lady down there. Gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
The capstone. Man. Look at that.
In here, I'm already inside, which I shouldn't, but I found a way in. And you can see more or less the size of the stone
It's huge.
and how it cracked on the earthquake.
Uh-huh.
And here you have a scale of the stone.
Wow.
This doesn't be a part of this, but now I can show you a small video. Stop sharing.
So they're asking us to believe that that large capstone and those large piles of stone were assembled and put together by people 5,000 years ago in order to house their dead.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
So let me see. I have a few videos of this. I'm not sure which one
If,
I want
if you
to
can if
play.
you can move a stone that size, you're not no, sir. That's not the only our priorities are not our dead, right? You don't just make the biggest and grandest, almost impossible thing you can just to put some dead folks in. You would have built you a house of stone. You would have, you know what I'm saying, dude? It
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense that these things are what they say they are, these dolmens. Now, if somebody found them and was like, hey, this is amazing, we could never make this. It's like a cave, but somebody did it. They might overtake the place and start burying their dead there. That makes sense to me.
I'm sorry for the time, but it's the video player that is taking time to actually play it. So I think I'm gonna open it myself and put it inside, which is normally quicker.
You be quick.
It's sure taking its time. Oh, there it is.
That's good, because I've had all kinds of off-color jokes that have come to my head just now, and I'm like shutting them all down, bro. So you better hurry up, because I can't quit shutting them all down.
Now it's saying to me that it's playing somewhere, and I don't know where is it playing.
In the dimension we just left, in case y'all
Oh.
didn't realize, the simulation is under a 3-year pause for renovation. Do not worry, you will not notice the temporal 3-year pause. However, when we resume with the simulation, you will wake up in a completely shifted world. Yeah, that's happening tonight. So don't worry, bro. Take your time.
Yeah. Now the video doesn't shut down and doesn't give me controls to do anything about it.
I told you, renovations.
It's just unbelievable.
We're gonna wake up Monday.
I managed it. I managed it.
There's gonna be no more Iran, and we're gonna own Cuba. It's gonna be crazy.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna put this in, this in, this in. And let's look at this tree now. Now let's see if I can share
Hey,
that.
Rue. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking over the chat now. Rue was about to say the same thing. Is that sure? 300 years after construction, you come, you occupy, and you put it to use for your dead. And if you see that countryside, if you were Neolithic people roaming around there and you found that, sure, you'd make it a sacred structure for your dead. Makes sense to me. It makes a little more sense, Rue, than them going to the trouble to do something that modern folks would have trouble with just to put bodies in. That doesn't sit with me.
Let me just cut the sound. There we go. So this is the entrance.
Look at those things.
You see the circles on the stone? They are full of little symbols. This is me inside, and there's Phil saying, "How did this guy got in there?"
Ricardo, you better hurry up and get out of country before they see this. You're gonna go to jail. Antiquities.
I didn't disturb anything, so you see how much I have to look up in order to, with a very small entrance, but then inside.
What was that brick wall? They can't worry about you destroying things if they put a brick wall in there.
This is to show you the scale.
Yeah, that's a good scale. Look at that, man.
Look at the size of that thing.
Listen, we figured out how to do something. We're only going to do it once, though, okay? It's impossible. We'll never be able to do it again. But we're going to do it for those 100 dead people we got sitting over there. Yeah. Likely story. Look at that. It's a fucking cathedral of stone.
It looks like a midget in there.
Hey, guys, what are you doing in there? And yet, hunter-gatherers did this for their dead, everybody.
Yeah, just...
take some time off. Let the animals roam. We'll catch up with them. I've learned a magic trick. Come, let me show you. I can take these stones that are the size of bigger than anything we've ever seen in our lives, and I'm going to pile them up. And then any of the people that the animals kill while we're out hunting, we're going to come put them in here, okay? Cool. Well, what do we do about the rain and the weather? No, we still stay outside, and we live in that cave over there, and we still let the weather, and we don't make shelters with this, okay? They would kill that dude and feed him to the wildlife.
And these small pillars that take just carved just to mark the entrance, and then enormous blocks of stone on top of it. Yeah, I think this is repeating now. Let me stop the video, not closing this. Oh, I did close it.
Oh, I like your backdrop.
I did close it. Okay.
That's a rendering of our future community, isn't it? I like that.
Since I'm sharing, this is the view of the ruins that we are. Shit. Sorry.
It's okay. I understand. When I look at ruins too, I often no.
Check the chat because there's an 11 message there, and I'm struggling with
the
this.
ruins are there, but the story they gave us about that cathedral is shit. You're right there, boss. What's going on in the chat? They're thanking Rue. Rue called out the Girls Universe Unveiled. Just did a show on autism with Tyler and about his son Lyric, and of course Sarah and her daughter. And I don't know. I didn't see if you gave everybody's name, Sarah. In the video, so I'm not going to dox anybody. Yeah, that's what they're talking about, and that was an excellent episode. Even Dave,
it was really a really good episode.
It needs to be seen by everybody. I mean, it really does. The things they're talking about, while they're talking about autism, it really hits on some things that are wrong, kind of with the whole societal picture at the moment. So it's a very valuable episode on many levels.
So this is what the archaeological teams dig up and took their conclusion. So that this place here was the kitchen, the sink. You see 2 more ovens in there. Let's see what more do I think this gives you a view of the all around the dolmen.
So, guys, the dolmen we were just looking at with all the big rocks piled up, that's what this was until they
transform it into a chapel.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a giant piece of impossible engineering. You know what would fix it? Some plaster and some right angles.
I'm sorry for the vibration, but my camera doesn't have...
yeah, you only noticed that because of your new fancy camera. Ricardo's got a new fancy self-stabilizing, auto-gyrating piece of technology.
It's landed from Jacqueline, who was very generous.
It's an awesome piece of tech. He was showing it off for the show, Jacqueline.
Let me stop here. Why does it close when I stop it? Why?
Because it wants to hear you make that voice.
So, in the end, I'm just going to show you Evra, because you talked about the name. And in Evra, there is this temple that is wrongly, they know it's wrong, but they didn't change the name, is wrongly called Diana's temple, which it wasn't. And they don't know if it was the Romans that built this part of the construction. This would be the stairs where you go up to the temple. But one of the things that Guy and Phil found interesting is, let me see if I have photos of that. Oh, you can read this here. That's how it would look before.
The Roman temple of...
No, read it in Spanish. We already did it in English. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The Roman temple of Evora has been built in the first half of the 1st century AD as part of an urban renewal plan, including the Ibora Liberalat... Whoa, there's a T in there. Liberalatas Lulius form, which was the town's religious, political, administrative, judicial, and commercial... Wait a minute, what? It was the town's religious, political, administrative, judicial, and commercial center, okay? For a long time considered as dedicated to Diana, nowadays is believed to have been consecrated to the cult of the emperor. So basically, they have no idea.
They went everywhere so they don't miss. What was it for? Well, it's
Well,
for
everything. You know, when
religious,
you
political, administrative, it's everything.
when you look at these structures, you know, and you have to realize that what it was used for was everything. You know, today we have different spaces for the different things because they just don't go together, and it'd be very non-congruous to do it together. But in the ancient times, when they went to all this marvelous architectural trouble, that was because this was where they did everything. They just had one spot for everything. They were much simpler back then, except for their dead. They went to lots of trouble for the graveyards.
And so what Guy and were more fascinated with was this curve on the stone. How they did this. That's what was fascinating them.
Hey,
But-
it looks like concrete curve to me.
Yeah. But it's a kind of almost a volcanic rock, you know, it's very porous.
Oh, I see.
It's different from the rest. So this space has nothing to do with this space. You see, and we already
Yeah.
seen that we
That's
constantly reuse sacred spaces and transform them.
Well, it's because they did everything there. Do you think you could really do everything with not having different setups? And when they got done doing the government thing, they tore all those walls down and they put up the walls for the religious thing. And then they went in and they did their religious thing. And then like 10 years later, they were like, hey, we're done with this religious thing. We're going to do business things here now. And they tore that down and they put up a new wall to do business things for 20 years. And then we all know you cannot do business for more than 20 years. You have to pretty soon start doing government.
Well, one argument is that this is also made of that volcanic-like porous
I
stone,
see,
the
yeah.
columns. So that's how they defend that it was all done at the same time. But the capitals are completely different, very well worked. Look how do you work stone like this? Look at that.
Especially supporting.
Yeah, but this is there is no stone in there.
No, I
They
know,
cut-
I know, and it's supporting as well as what I was adding. It's like they hollowed it out, and it's the supporting feature, part of it anyway. There,
Oh, it's only like 1,000 tons of stone on top of it. So when it was complete,
it does stand out a bit from the stone choice surrounding it. That's for sure. Yeah, pine cone,
yeah,
pineapple.
on the shell. That thing there is amazing. That tower. Here they are fascinated with the curve
Yeah,
because it's almost melted. You see,
I see.
it's like it melted onto the other stone.
like they poured it and didn't have a
Yeah.
good form. Yeah, it is weird the way they went to such trouble. It would seem to get that line right, but they really didn't.
No.
That's very odd. I can see why one would be fascinated. It's like it's got like a squished look to it, almost like the
Yeah.
weight of the place has squished it down. Yeah,
Look at that. It's like in melting.
it is. It's like soft butter pouring out.
I don't know what they were doing in there. Oh, this is a huge. This is not a defect. I didn't understood why they have this area in the pillars themselves. But it happens in more than one column. So this city is all very interesting because, for instance, this crest has an arm.
It is 3:30 your time.
Yeah, with a knife.
Lunatic.
And look at the symbols. I've seen things in here that I have never seen before in terms of crests.
5 wolves.
Look,
Ooh, a bunny under a tree.
yeah.
Chained to a tree. The bunny is chained to the tree. That's
Yeah, he's
interesting.
chained to a tree, yes.
Yeah.
This is on the other side of the same statue. Look at that guy with two heads
Two
on his
heads.
head.
Yeah. Is it the Templars that have the double-seated horse, the two guys riding a horse? I think it is.
Yeah. This is in the entrance of a building. A phoenix.
I was about to say, yeah, I was about to say Phoenix. With his little kettle there.
Yeah. This has this wasn't nothing special, but what was on the floor, I think I zoomed it a little bit. You see the helmet? And this one has 5 circular things.
Looks like a little baking pan, yeah.
Yeah. This was on the floor. And so here started the weird, is that this double-headed phoenix,
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't seen it in anywhere else in Portugal before.
The knots, the bow knots.
Let's see if I can see the year in here. 1713.
Okay. Yep.
It's the doors of the church.
Oh, look at that. The screw heads. That's
Yeah. This is the cathedral. Another crest that I found at the gate with a goat.
Oh, so it is.
1868. This is another door from the cathedral. The thing is, this in here looks like an alchemist office. The way it's shaped, the number of towers around it, everything is symbolic. There's nothing left to chance. Look, a small window. Why? Why would you create a small window like this? And this is all stone, in case you are wondering. That's stone.
Stone lattice.
Yeah, they put a net on front of it because it must be very fragile. So, but it's all made of stone. And this face was amazing. How smooth it was. And again, the nose, always the nose defaced. Everywhere in the world, they deface the nose. See that tower? Look at this. It's like an enchanted place. This is right on top of one of the walls of the cathedral. So it's huge zoom to get this, but there it is. Look at the craftsmanship on.
Wow. Damn,
And that's-
Sarah. I didn't know that.
What did she say?
She's chatting with Rue.
Oh, yeah,
about
yeah,
autism
yeah.
in the family.
Yeah, I know
yeah.
about that.
But I didn't know that she said she had to put a listening device on her daughter because of some of the teachers.
Yeah, it's not good. But he's going to a new school now. This is one of the balconies
Needs her
of the
own
cathedral.
Oh,
Gargoyle with the
yeah,
skeleton in
that's
show.
pretty grotesque looking.
Another one. Faded symbols on the wall. This I would like very much someone that could help me decipher this, because it's not Latin, or if it is Latin, it's a very weird Latin to me. Probably it's because I don't know much Latin. There's the symbol of the Templars. You look at this guy, right? This priest. And then you keep looking and you realize that he has the keys, so it probably is St. Peter, because he has the keys. But he's in top of a poor guy.
Oh, with his mouth shut. Yeah, look at that.
And he's not happy.
No,
This guy is not happy.
he's wearing a crown, whoever he is.
And it's like crawling through the floor. You see the position of his arms?
Yeah, he's holding the other dude up.
And he has a knife or something on his hand. And the letters H and E, which I don't know what they mean.
H-E-R-D? Herd?
Hera. And this is what's under the saints.
A monkey.
A monkey.
There's a monkey, a mermaid.
Look at this.
Goat boy.
With, I don't know what this is. Doesn't have
It's a goat
horns.
boy. It's a goat boy. And a monkey.
Is
and
there
some
the other
mermaid.
ones?
Let's see. Oh, a gargoyle. It's like a demon. And a little.
A
looks
couple.
Like a wizard. And,
a wizard.
And a dog. Looks like a wizard and his doggy, I guess.
I don't know where these guys got their inspiration. This is the statue on the other side, is also on top of a person. But this one doesn't have the mouth covered, or it is broken.
Or the crown. He's not wearing a crown either. He's got
Yeah.
different hair.
And this is what's under the statues on the other side. This looks like conch shells, but I can't tell anymore. It's like a skeleton face. Oops. How do I get back? What are you doing? It's now moving on its own. It's moving on its own.
That's because it's 4 a.m. It's the hour where everything starts moving on its own.
Where was I? Oh, here. Okay, I was here. This looks like a skeleton face.
Yeah, it does, or a football helmet.
Yeah, and this is some kind of horned creature with wings.
Yeah, like a griffin.
But you notice that these two have nothing on them, but this one does. You're getting
Very
sleepy.
entrant. I know, isn't it weird that it's my time and your bedtime and you're like 6 hours ahead of me?
Okay, this is what I can't read. I can read Cavallero, which means knight.
Okay. Yeah, I see Cavallero.
Pur, that means for, or by. In this case, is by. But I can't
Tala?
read the rest.
Nor can I.
This is on the other side. It also has the same script, the letters. But this doesn't say Caballero.
Very decorative.
These are very
Yeah.
interesting symbols that I found on the walls.
It's a
These
weird
are
one. It looks like a
some-
stick figure almost.
Yeah, but it's like
Right.
this,
Right.
and with a little thing here and the sun on top. This is another one. So they say that these were the Masons not as the group, but the Masons that worked the stone.
The individual mate, right.
Yeah, they mark the stone to know who placed that piece or who placed that section, or that's the explanation they gave us. And these are their codes. This is another one.
It's done in relief. That's cool.
Yeah. Here's again that figure, but this time we realize that it's an M with a segment of a line with the sun on top. It's an M. So it's a triangle with a V here. Another one. This I don't even know what it is. This one goes like this and this.
Like a dollar sign, yeah.
Here you can see again the M.
Mm-hmm. Definitely an M.
And here it is in big, but without the sun on top.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see it now.
And to take this image, I had to climb a wall because this is on top of a wall. I never seen a tomb that is on top of a wall. That's where this tomb is, on the outside. And it has a crown. This is the crest. Has keys on the crest. 5 keys.
Yep, 5 and 4 in the top. 9 keys.
And
The
again,
ninth gate.
every window has a different work on it. You can see there's not 2 that are alike.
It's wild.
This was on the
decorative.
on the street, like 100 yards from the cathedral, and it leads underground. But it was very well locked because we couldn't open it.
Well, that place is eat up with tunnels, isn't it?
But you see, it has a key.
It's so cool, man. Yeah.
Look,
Oh, yeah, that's a tunnel entrance.
for a very small person.
Yeah. It's the gnome tunnel.
And from that place, you could see the Temple of Diana. And that's it.
I like your public trash cans there.
Oh, we have them everywhere. That's a thing that shocked me in America. There are no public trash
No.
cans.
Mm-mm.
Where
unless
where
you're
do
in
I
a very
put my
large
garbage?
city.
What do I do? What I have in the car?
You bring that shit home. Go to the gas station or bring it home. That's your options.
Okay, let me stop sharing. I bored everybody enough.
You did not bore me, man. This honestly is at my bedtime. That's why I'm yawning. My body's like, we lay down now. I thoroughly enjoyed the European tours of the strange ass Templar region of Portugal. And it seems like so some of them were carved and some of them were relief,
Yeah, exactly.
which was very interesting. Yeah, that's a lot more trouble to get that relief. Oh, what are we doing next? Oh, that's right. We had Rick come on earlier and promote tomorrow the Roundtable
Yeah.
Chronicles at 7 Central, 8 Eastern time.
2 a.m. Portugal.
Well, look at you. It's fucking 4 a.m. Portugal right now. You shouldn't have any problems. And then Sunday, we owe another one of these, unless you want to wait till I get back from
No, we can do it. We can do it.
from what you call it on Tuesday. Yeah, we'll see how prep work goes for that trip, but Sunday should be fine. Otherwise, we will see you all back together tomorrow evening for what appears to be and setting up to be a very excellent episode of the Roundtable Chronicles.
Yeah.
Cuánto tiempo aquí? Acá as Rue in the chat. What time? What time tomorrow? 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Or Australian time? Is that what AKA means? I don't know.
No, AKA, I don't know what it means. Cuanto
Is-
tiempo means how long. It doesn't mean when. But
Oh.
uh,
Oh
I'm
no,
not in. I'm
no,
not.
he's back in Portugal.
You see, I'm back to my painting again. So
He's in Portugal for a couple of months.
no. I hope only until the 20th of next month. Next month.
Oh, okay, great, excellent. And then you'll be back across the water.
Yeah. Then I'm back on a plane for 9 hours.
I have to get my passport so I can come see in Canada. I've been watching a lot of Canada travel shows lately. I don't know why. It's just they were in my feed and they're relaxing this time of night. We're trying to go to sleep. So I've seen a lot of Canada. I didn't know what there was to see up there. There's a lot.
Oh, I'm taking with me a list of sites. The problem with Canada is that is somewhat different from, for instance, Luxembourg. It's a little bit bigger.
It's huge.
And so the list of sites from the place where I'm housed, it starts with like a day's journey. The second site is 3 days journey.
Yeah.
The fifth site is 6 days journey. You see, it's enormous.
Train. That's what I've been learning. There's apparently some very cool trains that run all the way across Canada.
Yeah, very expensive.
Oh, are they?
I look into it. Extraordinarily expensive. It's
There's some
more-
fancy looking trains, man. I've been watching them at night to fall asleep, and
Yeah,
it's
but
pretty
almost
bougie.
2,000 for the cabin with a window.
Well, it's
and the
like 5
skylight.
days, though, right?
6
It's like
days.
6 days plus food plus your own window. I mean, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, and you got a bathroom that is almost as wide as half of your body, so it's incredible. But we just saw that synagogues
I'm
could just have a
fascinated by
meter.
it.
So
I saw all those. I was watching one where they were touring the Grand Railroad hotels of Canada. So, like in each of these towns, they built these. Back in the early 1900s, whatever. They built these grand, like European castle-size hotels at all the rail stops running across Canada. I didn't know that was a thing. It was pretty cool to watch that.
So I don't know if I will manage to see more than one site because I would like to go at least to the Serpent Mound in Canada, which not much people know that there is a Serpent Mound there.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it either.
But it's enormous. I remember once Chris said, "Why don't you go and see the what you call the circles, the medicine wheels? Why do you go and see the medicine wheels?" And I start looking, and the medicine wheels started 2 days after the journey start in car, and ended 8 days after on top of a mountain where is the biggest of them all in what is the continuation of the Appalachian up, right? It's too big. Canada is just absolutely, what the hell is this? Absolutely
I
enormous.
will, Jacqueline. I will. If you'll remind me the next 2 weeks to go get my passport so that I have it within the next 9 weeks or so. I got to renew it, and I'll be up there. We sidelined, but we're wrapping up, and we're telling everybody thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. And we're gonna get together tomorrow night, and we're gonna bring Rick and Vince,
Rick and Vince.
Rinse. That's what we're gonna start calling them.
That's the name of a heavy metal band, Rick and Vince.
The dynamic duo known as Rinse will be joining us and showing off their work and doing some presentations. So please come join us tomorrow at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, 2 a.m. Portuguese time, local. And we're
I
going to...
it's 1, so it's 8, right? 8 plus 5.
8 Eastern.
So
yeah.
it's 1 a.m. Well, thank you, Ro, for staying with us. And to
1
Jacqueline.
a.m. Good, you'll still be sober.
And
Okay,
Sarah.
so... What happened?
Oh, it's just a bug.
Just a bug. All right. I love you, bro. I'm glad you're over there safe. I'm glad you'll be back to us soon. And we will see everybody tomorrow night for the Roundtable Chronicles.
Thank you. Very fun farewell.